Alright, what's going on, guys? I am the real Scrivy, and today I'm back at it with a $900 full setup PC build. Today, I'm going to be going over everything you need to start PC gaming. This will be going over parts, as well as peripherals, so without wasting any more of your time, let's begin. Alright, for the processor, I chose the Intel Core i3-6300. This is a dual-core 3.8 GHz, non-overclockable hyper-threaded processor, and it is very capable of running all games at 1080p. Now, if you don't happen to need some of those parts like a networking card and the keyboard and mouse, you could always upgrade to an i5-6400, but don't worry, the performance won't suffer too much. Also, the fact that this is a hyper-threaded processor will greatly increase the performance in things like video rendering. This is a very solid Skylake processor costing around $180. Alright, for the CPU cooler, I went with a Cooler Master Hyper TX3. This is kind of like a younger brother to the 212 Evo, in a sense, but it's $13 cheaper. This essentially is going to deliver the same performance as the 212, just with a slightly cheaper fan, and it's going to make a little bit more noise, but you probably won't even notice it. Next up, for the motherboard, I chose the Gigabyte GA-H110MA. This is a cheap micro ATX board with support for 32 gigs of RAM and has 4 SATA ports. Depending on when you're watching this video, the price could have gone up, because right now on Newegg there's actually a very killer deal, because there's a $10 rebate and also a $10 promo code, knocking this board down to only $60 or so. And for $60, you're getting a pretty solid motherboard, and at this price range, it's everything you'd need. For RAM, I went with a single 8GB stick of Kingston Fury RAM. Don't get me wrong, there's cheaper options out there, but personally, I really like Kingston as a company, and I've had nothing but positive experiences with them. Now, you could always pick up some value RAM instead, which would take about $10 off, but mind you wouldn't get the advantage of having a heatsink. I chose to go with a single stick because it leaves room for upgradability in the future, and when you have an extra $50 or so, just pick up a second stick of this. 8 gigs will last you at least another 2 years or so, and for now it's capable of running all games at solid settings. For the video card, I went with the MSI R7-370 4GB module. This is a very capable card and can run all games at 1080p at medium to high settings and maintain solid frame rates. It was either this or the GTX 950, so I figured having the 4GB of VRAM would really help the performance. MSI is also very good with their coolers, so unlike a couple other AMD cards, I wouldn't worry much about temperatures. Overall, a very good, affordable card. For the case, I chose the Rosewill SRM01. This is an okay case, and you're really just getting what you pay for. It's a small chassis, and there's not a whole lot to say. It has 300mm of GPU clearance, giving you tons of space for the R7-370, and for $30, it's just not a bad case all around. Now, to finish off the PC components, we have the power supply. For this, I decided to go with the Corsair CX 430W power supply. This is a semi-modular power supply, meaning you can take off the cables you won't need to help reduce cable clutter within your case. This power supply also has an 80+ bronze efficiency, so it won't eat up your power bill. Now onto peripherals. Starting things off, for the monitor, we have the Acer UMWV6AA B01. This is a 21.5-inch 1080p monitor with a 60Hz refresh rate. This is a TN panel, so it's not going to have the same color accuracy of an IPS panel, but at this price range, it definitely gets the job done. If you guys are interested, I will put a link to an IPS option in the description. Next up, for the keyboard and mouse, we have the Cooler Master Devastator Gaming Bundle. This is a very good budget keyboard and mouse bundle, and comes with red or blue backlighting. For $30, you're really just getting what you paid for, and the response times aren't going to blow you out of the water, but for now they'll get the job done quite nicely. Finally, for speakers, I chose the Logitech S120 desktop speakers. These are probably the best budget speakers there are, and for a little under $20, this is about the best you're gonna get. Their sound quality isn't gonna be fantastic, but at this price range, it's pretty darn good. They are still quite the solid option and have a nice black design. Alright, I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. That's gonna be it. I hope you all liked my $900 Canadian full gaming setup. This will probably be around $700 American. And if you don't have Ethernet in your house and etc., or want better airflow and stuff, I will have extra options for that linked in the description below. But should you not get those things, the price would be knocked down about $40. And yeah, catch you guys later. Peace out.